Good evening, everyone. Can I ask you all please stand for the pledge? Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's town board meeting. It is November 14th, 2023. We have no hearings or anything right now. We're going to right on to the supervisor's report. First thing is the town board has received a copy of the preliminary budget, which they're reviewing. This resolution 41823 will give us authorization to adopt the preliminary. This is the first step in the budget. There could be modifications down the road, but this resolution will approve the adoption of the preliminary.
Move for approval to approve the adoption of the tentative preliminary budget for 2024, please.
Yeah, I'd like to second that, please.
Motion by Lori, second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Now we have to call for a public hearing for the public to have an opportunity to chime in on the budget, and we're going to do that on
What date?
let
Emily?
me get this,
Sorry.
November
Playing with this
16th.
No, December.
Yeah,
The public
that's the
hearing,
other
the
meeting.
next meeting?
November 28th.
Is November
Oh,
28th.
November 28th, yeah.
28th.
That's for preliminary, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a public hearing for the preliminary.
November 28th at 8 p.m. will be the public hearing on the preliminary budget.
7 p.m.
8 p.m. or 7 p.m.?
What'd I say?
7
Eight.
p.m.
We mean 8.
You gotta
We mean
wake me up, 7.
7 p.m.
I'll move for approval on that, please.
What time, Danielle?
7.
I'll
Motion
second
by
that.
Danielle,
I'll second it.
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I'm not doing this right.
I don't know if I'm doing this right either.
Just so you're aware, we have a new software program here we're all getting used to, so it may go a little bit slower. So we're all learning.
Okay.
Scheduled public hearing for November 16th, 2023 at 5:30 p.m. and on November 20th, 2023 at 7 p.m. pursuant to New York State election law, section 17-206, to consider procedures for implementing new or revised redistricting or districting plans.
So at this point, are we just looking for an approval to put the public hearing on the calendar?
Yes.
Mr. Supervisor?
Yes.
I'd go ahead and ask for the motion for November 16th at 5:30, November 20th at 7 o'clock. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second?
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
You said November 16th, right?
November 16th,
Yep.
Thursday.
Next item is Resolution 42123. This is for a plan review for Regeneron Building Number 1, Human Systems Lab renovation. Project cost is about $1 million. Building permit fee that was received is $15,090. So this resolution will approve, what's the name of there? JHW Plan Review Services.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is purchase order 162-2320. This is plan review for interior alterations for the Regeneron TT 9-2 laboratory renovations at 777 Old Sawmill River Road in Terrytown. Total cost of the project is $1,200,000. Building permit fee we received is $18,090.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Next item is purchase order 122401. That doesn't sound right. 12-24-01. 2024 ALS services. This is for StarNet Emergency
Yes.
Services. This is our ALS services for next year. The services are for Valhalla, Pleasantville, Mount Pleasant West, Hawthorne, and Sleepy Hollow. The total cost of the entire program is $1,266,943. That's the annual cost. It's broken down into monthly charges in the different districts. It was not a discount, it's about 1.5% less for '24 than this year. It's not much, but it's less, so we'll take it. So Resolution 42323 will approve moving forward with the ALS services with StarNet Emergency Services.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Right now, we have business from the floor. Anybody wish to address the board at this time is
Investment report.
welcome to do so.
The investment report.
Jim Russell from Hawthorne. When I was here on October 10th, I had asked about the status of the complaint that was brought by 5 Hispanic residents under the Voting Rights Act, and I was told by Mr. Chafazeda that the board was awaiting information from their law firm. And since that time, I sought to get additional information by attending some of the work sessions, but executive privilege was invoked at those sessions. And now I see that there is a scheduling of a public hearing for this coming Thursday. And I'd just like some clarification as to where we stand. From the wording of this, is this on? Yeah, okay. From the wording of the motion for the public hearing, it says that it's to consider procedures for implementing new or revised redistricting. So have we moved to a point where we're accepting that there is some problem and that we're going to implement some type of resolution as far as redistricting?
We haven't
Or-
agreed to anything.
Okay.
This is a discussion we're going to be having. That's what the meeting is about on Thursday. There's nothing that we've moved forward with. The board has not said we're going to go ahead with anything. It's a process. We have to learn. All the information will be on the website tomorrow. We're waiting for some final details on that, but that will be posted tomorrow. So you'll have that for your review, and everybody else in town will have it.
Well, I hope that includes, I guess, that letter from the complainant's attorney too, that was being, that the board was waiting for at that time. And I think it would be,
We can't hear you.
I don't know if this is on.
It is.
Hello?
Lenny, is that on? Jim, just tip it
Okay.
up a little, maybe?
Hello? Hello?
No, it's
Is that
low.
better? No,
It's low.
I don't think so.
Oh,
That's why I tapped it, but, okay.
There you
Well,
go. There you go.
I don't think you want to hear me start from the beginning.
no, but I'd like you to repeat your last statement or
Okay.
question. Thank you.
Sure, sure. Let me see if it gets, okay, I think that's better.
That's
Yeah.
better,
Okay, so,
yes.
so basically, I'm interested in knowing
Yes.
the status of this complaint against the town under the Voting Rights Act. And I was looking at the law, and I was looking at the section where they talk about implementing, districting plans, and I got the sense that that sometimes comes after a municipality concedes that they're going to do some redistricting, but I'm glad to hear that that is not the case.
No decision
And-
has been made, and
and,
it wouldn't be fair for any of us to make any decision until we had this discussion.
Right. Now, also from the wording of this, I don't think there's a generally high level of understanding of the topic. So it's a little complex, the law itself, and I think it might be beneficial actually to postpone the hearings, but if that can't be done at the hearing, to have a presentation at the beginning, maybe by the consultants, maybe by somebody who has a different opinion, somebody who would say that, we shouldn't go ahead with this. From looking at the writings and the backgrounds of the consultants, they seem to be people who have sympathy to redistricting. So it might be good to get some additional other opinions. I had mentioned the last time, a constitutional law scholar, because this is a radical piece of legislation that Governor Hochul has put through, and it'll affect numerous municipalities throughout the state if we become the first ones to acquiesce to it. So I also thought that the time period of 5:30 on Thursday might be a little earlier, inconvenient for people. Is that set in stone? Or?
We had to try to find the time that works for everyone. It's not easy. We have time constraints on this whole thing. It'll be in the paperwork that you'll get. You'll see that it's not something we wanted to rush into. Timing is not great, but it's something we're bound by this.
Right. And then I guess, could there be some question answer before the actual comments are made? In other words, are the consultants available, or Mr. Chapazeda, or someone who gives some introduction to this topic?
Open discussion on this
Okay.
from the
Call.
public and from legal consultants.
I see.
Carl, I thought Darius mentioned that a legal expert is going to do a presentation on the law and field questions.
Yeah,
So we will have an expert in that particular,
it won't be in person, but it'll probably have it
yeah, there's going to be
on the,
Okay.
on the
an
Zoom.
attorney that's familiar with this type of legislation that's going to, take questions and answers.
All right. So maybe an additional email might be helpful too, to let people know that that's also available at that time. My suggestion or thought. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else like to address the board at this time?
Can you just sign in, please? And then state your name and address when you come up here. Thank you.
Good evening, board. I would like, Sergio Serrata from Pleasantville. I am aware that you mentioned there is an independent organization taking care of the issue. Is there a report that we can do a FOIL request to get a copy of it?
There's an independent organization.
To take a look at this redistricting issue
We are taking advice from legal counsel.
from legal counsel.
That's all we're doing.
Is there a report that,
Not yet, no.
no?
That's what the hearing will be this week. We'll be discussing all points of that.
Correct.
About the case.
So it's Thursday and Monday, right?
Yes.
But there is no report from this legal counsel that,
We had private conversations in executive session with counsel to get us more informed about what this case is about, because it was a surprise to all of us, this case. We didn't have any background on it. And just to describe exactly what we're being asked to do, we had to listen to legal counsel to decipher it for us.
okay, and this is a paid counsel, right?
Yep.
So it was paid by taxpayers, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not paying for it by myself.
I hope not. Is there any way that
Anybody
we,
should have to pay for it, but that's not.
is there any way we can request a copy of a report in paper? Not just leave it into conversations and meeting?
There's nothing in an
Because
executive
if we
session.
pay for it, I mean, I
There's no
assume that,
record in the executive session of the conversation. That was confidential.
okay,
So next week, the next meeting we have will be recorded, so you'll have access to that,
to,
to the recorded meeting next
On
Thursday.
Thursday. On Thursday, yes.
Thursday's meeting will be recorded,
with them.
yes.
Okay, but they're gonna be available for the public into these two hearings?
Yeah, I don't know
Thursday
if it's
and-
gonna be in person or on a Zoom call. That's what we're still finding out.
Okay.
They're not local, so.
And I agree with the gentleman. I think having the two meetings at 5:30 PM is taking that away from a lot of people in terms of availability to come to be at the meeting. Is there any way that we can do one of those hearings at 7 PM?
Yes, the one on Monday.
Oh, Mondays at
It's 7
7.
o'clock,
Okay, I thought they
yes.
were 5:30 both. Okay, great, okay,
Yep.
thank you. So we have to wait for Thursday for that report. Is that correct?
There
The
is no
will
report.
The report will not be generated until Thursday. At Thursday's meeting, a report will be generated,
This coming Thursday?
yes.
Okay. And
There's
that's,
no report today. All it is paperwork that you submitted to us. That's all we have.
that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. But you mentioned that you had this meeting with this council.
Yes, I said, like I said, it was confidential,
All confidential?
executive
Okay.
session between council and the town board,
Okay,
so that the town board knew exactly, well, the town board has a better understanding what direction we're going here.
okay,
None of us expected this. None of us understood the background of it. So it's
Okay.
all new to us. So I'm hoping that Thursday we have a little bit better explanation of what is going on.
so eventually we're gonna be able to get a report from both
It'll be
the board
recorded on
and the...
Thursday. You can download it or whatever you want to do.
Okay, no, I was
We're
under
not
the,
having a stenographer come in and record everything.
Oh.
It'll be recorded on the TV.
no, that's great. I was under the impression that you were going to reach out to this independent organization or council to get a report based on the lawsuit.
They-
What kind of report were you under the impression we were getting?
You know, like you said, since you don't have the knowledge of, like many people, of if this is suable or not, you reach out to the experts, and get a report from them. Yes, you know, we should do something about it, or there's no need to do it because of A, B, and C.
Right. And I'm hoping that in our discussion Thursday and Monday, we're going to get a better feel of what is going on. They'll give us better direction. They'll give the public, maybe hopefully some answers to the public's questions on this whole thing.
Okay.
Because, like I said, nobody knows what's going on here.
Okay, well, thanks for clarifying. I see that it's going to be kind of like an open report and everybody involved, right?
Everybody has a right to speak and ask questions.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Thank you.
Anyone else like to address the board? Be there no additional speakers, I will turn this over to our town clerk, Emily.
Thank you. Town Clerk's Report, Town Board Meeting, November 14th, 2023. Received and filed the 2024 tentative town budget. Received and filed the resignation letter from Donna Gambaccini, resigning from the Library Board effective October 25th, 2023. Received and filed the Hawthorne Fire District 2024 final budget and the Scarborough Fire District 2024 final budget. One planning board resolution, the secret negative declaration for Kensico Preserve, and two zoning board resolutions from Michael Massari, 6 Hillcrest Avenue, Pleasantville, and Chris Maria Morzello, 4 Allen Street, Valhalla. Received 6 tax certiorari's and 4 small claims.
Items 7 and 8 will be referred to our town attorney. Moving on to our council reports. Councilman Soliano.
Thank you very much, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My report is the Controller's memo. The following claims are submitted for Town Board approval. Bear with me. From accounts receivable, $957.36. From GF prepaid expenses, $22,827. From the category of computer, $1,079. From engineer, $149. From the category of building town hall, $766.79. From off-street parking, $13,989. From the category of public safety, $3,758.20. From parks, $8,655.82. From recreation center, $15,142. From the category of adult programs, $11,641.50. From youth programs, $3,769. From the category of youth day camps, $20,991.13. From the planning board, $1,000. From general repairs, $32,375.03. From the category of highway machinery, $17,801.82. From capital building improvement, $64,534.50. From capital highway machinery and equipment, $93,198.20. From capital consolidated sewer district, $372,980.07. From the special drainage district, $322,767.12. From the Mount Pleasant Consolidated Sewer District, $2,494.18. From the Joint Water District Fund, $17,066.80. From Kensico Water, $81.07. From Trust and Agency Escrow, $6,912.50. The grand total, ladies and gentlemen, is $1 million, $34,937.99. All supporting documentations is in the Controller's office. I move for approval of the Controller's memo, please.
Motion by Tom,
Second.
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The second item, Mr. Supervisor, is from Brian Cornelio, Comptroller. It's authorization for lump sum payment for Traffic and Safety Department employee. Authorization for lump sum payout for Traffic and Safety employee Nicholas Barbaro in the amount of $2,222.89. I move for approval, please.
Motion by Tom,
Second?
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I thank you. Have a very good evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Danielle, you have the night off. Moving on to Councilman Shulman.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, fellow board members, Mount Pleasant residents. I have 4 items this evening from Parks and Recreation. I'd like to begin with purchase order, and first one is from Doug Scott, Superintendent Recreation, purchase order 70-23-80. The vendor is Merlone Landscaping. This is for, let me just get used to it. Pat Henry Field Rehab, and the total cost is $12,175. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second?
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Second item is the authorization to renew the prepared meals contract. This is from Doug Scott again, Superintendent Recreation. The authorization to renew prepared meals contract with Hubbard's Cupboard for a 2-year term ending on December 31st, 2025. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Next item is the authorization to hire Julia Gerasi to the position of substitute food service worker at the Office of Elder Americans effective November 8th, 2023. And this comes from Brittany Nieder, our Assistant Superintendent of Recreation. Julia Gerasi will be hired at the rate of $14 per hour. And again, she will fill in at the senior nutrition program only when additional staff is needed. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second?
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And my final item is the authorization to hire Kimberly Williams to the full-time position of recreation assistant effective November 27th, 2023. Salary per CSEA contract, and this is from Doug Scott again, Superintendent of Recreation. Kimberly will be approved at the CSEA contract rate of $49,555, and Kimberly will work primarily at the Office of Elder Americans. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And just one quick announcement, winter registration for rec programs started open today. Go to either the town's website or to the Recreation Department office. Thank you very much and have a great evening.
Thank you. Councilwoman Smalley.
Good evening. My report, as usual, is from the Department of Highway and Richard Benquit, who is the superintendent. The first item is purchase order 50-23-19. The vendor is Tremont Offset. This is for the 2024 Sanitation and Recycling Guides, 10,000 copies at $5,300. The cost includes mailing and distribution. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item is purchase order 50-23-20 from Gray Manufacturing Company of St. Louis, Missouri. This is a truck transmission jack. Often these requests come from Richard Benquit. They're related to David Barker, who is our mechanic supreme here in the town of Mount Pleasant. The total cost for this is $3,195. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second?
second by Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Moving on, from Nicole Tedesco, Senior Office Assistant, authorization to deposit bond for curb cut permit number 1504, and this is for Zapico Construction LLC. The bond amount is $480 for work being performed on Mountain Road in Pleasantville, Section 106.5, Lot 5, Lot 20. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second?
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item comes from Richard Benquit through Nicole Tedesco, Senior Office Assistant, authorization to hire Giovanni Di Matteo as a seasonal employee at the Highway Department, which will be effective on November 27th, 2023. He will be employed at the rate of $20 an hour. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
That is my report for this evening. Thank you all.
Thank you. Town Attorney's Office, Chris Feldman has some information for us.
Good evening, everyone. Chris Feldman from the Town Attorney's Office. We have one matter on before you this evening. It's a proposed settlement in the matter of Michael and Nancy Kiley versus the Town of Mount Pleasant. This is a case, as we've previously talked about, involving an easement. The town has an easement on the Kiley's property, going from the back of their property through to the front of their property for drainage. There was an issue as to the location of that easement and what was covered in the easement. So settling this case, we just modify the easement to make it larger in one area and modify it in a different area. So it's really just modifying the easement that runs through their property.
What is the address of that property, please?
It's 63 Leland Avenue, which is actually in the village of Pleasantville.
Oh, okay. I know where
So
it
it's
is.
in Pleasantville, but our drainage goes through their property.
I see.
This has been an ongoing case for many years.
Yeah, there was actually a number of suits going back, and some of them have been settled, and then new issues were raised. So this will put it to bed. And we have made improvements on the property a few years ago, and our understanding is that those improvements have worked and cleared up a lot of drainage issues that were happening.
Yeah, definitely.
So this will be the resolution of this issue.
Yes, this will be
Okay, very good.
settling it and modifying the easement. So.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
So you need a motion from us?
Yes,
Motion and approval, yeah.
Motion for approval for the settlement, please, per Chris's discussion.
And I'll
motion
second
by
that.
Tom for Resolution 434-23, seconded by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Our scheduled meetings, aside from the meetings that are scheduled this Thursday and Monday, for town board meetings, our work session will be Tuesday, November 21st at 7 p.m. Our business session will be Tuesday, November 28th at 7 p.m. If there be no further business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Tom,
Second?
second by Jerry. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
all.
Thank you.